Skytech Gaming Shadow PC YouTube script. You know what's frustrating? Spending $800 on a gaming PC and realizing you're still getting choppy frames, weird stuttering, and games that just won't run smoothly. Or you go even cheaper and end up with a machine that sounds like a jet engine and crashes every other week. The Skytech Gaming Shadow changes that equation because you're actually getting solid components that work together instead of some mismatched Frankenstein build. If you're wondering if this thing is worth it, I've been using it for a couple weeks now and wanted to break down what makes it stand out. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. It's usually competitive, especially if you catch a sale. So let's talk about what you're actually getting here. There's an Intel i7-12700F processor, which is no joke. This chip handles whatever I throw at it without hesitation. I'm running games like Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, even some newer titles on high settings, and the performance is solid. The RTX 4060 isn't the absolute top tier, but it's positioned perfectly in that sweet spot where you get really good frame rates without paying flagship prices. I'm talking 80 to 100 plus FPS in most AAA games at high settings, which is genuinely smooth. The 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM runs at 3200 MHz, so multitasking is smooth. I'll have Discord, Chrome with like 10 tabs, Spotify, and a game running simultaneously without any hiccups. The 1TB NVMe drive loads Windows and games ridiculously fast. Windows boots in maybe 12 seconds. Load times into games are quick enough that I'm not sitting there scrolling my phone waiting. Here's something I really appreciate that budget builds usually skip. The power supply is a 600-watt gold-rated unit. That means it's efficient and stable, which protects your components. A lot of cheaper builds cut corners here and use some no-name bronze PSU that feels sketchy. Not happening with this one. It's also got Wi-Fi built in, which I didn't expect at this price point, so if you're not hardwired, that's convenient. The case comes with RGB keyboard and mouse included, so you're not nickel and dimed on accessories. They are not premium peripherals obviously, but they work fine and they match the aesthetic. Quick pros and cons. The positives are really solid gaming performance for the price. Everything is stable and reliable, and the included peripherals mean less cash out of pocket. The cooling is adequate though not exceptional, so if you're in a hot environment you might want to add a case fan or two down the road. Also, it's not upgradable in the way some gaming PCs are, so you're kind of locked into this configuration, which matters if you think you'll want to swap parts later. Overall though, this is a straightforward choice if you want to play modern games without worrying about whether your PC can handle it. It just works, it's not overpriced, and it looks clean on a desk. Check out that link below for current pricing and availability on Amazon.